was your experience in watching that occur, not being the target of all this?
I mean, at times I felt targeted, you know, because, especially during these years, I mean, Tegan and I were together 300 days a year. You know, what happens to her is kind of happening to me. And, I mean, my instinct always was actually to protect Tegan, and I had far less empathy than Tegan ever had. It made me feel scared and angry, and I tended to pull away. And it wasn't a sort of like, I'm mad at all the fans. It was more like, I don't know who is doing this, and so it's easier for me to protect myself from everyone, which is my own work and has sort of been a process for me. And I feel fine about it. I love making things, and I love being in front of an audience. But I definitely learned from this that there was going to be ways that I was going to live my life differently, and I wanted Tegan to follow suit. So it's, you know, it's caused tension between us, because I think Tegan leaned into it. She sort of was like, I'm not going to let this change me. I'd be like, but why not? Like, can we talk about this? Like, it's really interesting, because when Tegan told me that she wanted to do this, I was completely okay with it. But just like Tegan, I am desperately afraid of upsetting people, and I'm just relieved, Erin and, you know, Jenny and the whole team, that I've only seen this film a handful of times. I've tried to stay as sort of like removed from it as possible to hopefully lend a fresh perspective and, you know, support without being too like in the weeds. And I feel good about this. I went to bed last night feeling like we've done the best that we can do to tell people what was going on and hopefully participate in a larger conversation that's happening. I am more introverted than Tegan, but I think we've taken that to a, you know, almost a comic level. I mean, I am just as big a ham as Tegan, and I do love being on stage and, you know, whatever. So I just want to say to everybody who's worried that Tegan's been keeping me hostage here in the band, I have been doing this willingly. So.